Hot Bite. Melissa here, where healthy doesn't have to be boring, and I'm going to show you how today. We have very simple ingredients and we're going to make cheesy potato soup. This is going to be so easy to put together with simple fresh ingredients. We have red potatoes. You can use full fat or reduced fat, sharp cheddar cheese. We have a little onion, milk, green onions for garnish, a little bit of chicken broth. This is gonna come together super quick, super easy, super pleasing and satisfying. I wanna say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of my community and the community overall. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate and love every one of you. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so down below and smash that like button because you're gonna like what you're gonna see today. So you can buy any kind of red potato. The reason why I chose red potatoes for this is they are more sustainable in the boiling process of making the soup, so you still have a potato left and not paste by the time we're done making the soup. So you can get bigger ones. I just got the baby red potatoes. We're gonna get these chopped up and get the soup going. Without further ado, let's get cooking.
The first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and chop up our red potatoes, and we want just a good bite-sized piece, just about like this, and we want to make them as uniform as possible so they all cook and have the same tenderness when we are done with the recipe. I'm going to go ahead and put these into a bowl because we're going to get cooking our soup now. So here is 1 tablespoon of butter in a large saucepan over medium-high heat. As soon as that's melted, we're going to add 1 cup of chopped onion. We're just going to saute this until they become just slightly translucent. You don't have to stir the entire time, but we want them just about like this. Just nice and soft. We are now going to add 2.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. We're going to make a roux with this, so this is what's going to thicken up our soup. I'm going to saute this for about a minute so it just covers all of those onions and looks about like this. Now we are going to go ahead and add our liquid ingredients. Here's 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth. I use low sodium. We're going to talk about our sodium later, but here is 3 cups of our chopped up potatoes and 1 1/4 cup of 1% low-fat milk. Again, we talk about how I cut calories and things like that. So 1% milk, no heavy cream, no whole milk goes in this. We're going to make it creamy with the flour and everything else. We're going to thin it just a tiny bit with a 1/2 cup of water. We're going to bring it to a nice boil, stirring occasionally so it doesn't stick to the bottom. And as soon as it starts to boil, we're going to reduce our heat and we are going to cover it. I'm going to give it one last stir, and then we're going to cover it. This is going to be covered for about 10 minutes, just on a low simmer. We're going to go ahead and test our potatoes here because that's the thing we want done. So I'm going to just, as soon as the knife goes in it nice and gently, this is done. We're going to add about 1/8 teaspoon or more, if you like it a little spicy, of ground red pepper and 1/2 cup of our low-fat shredded cheese. Give it a nice good stir until everything is mixed in and super creamy. No more cheese chunks left. And this comes out very, very smooth. Let's serve up a bowl. And a serving is 1 cup. And we're going to get 1 cup in here. Make sure we get a little bit of potatoes and a lot of the creaminess. And you could add bacon to this as well if you really wanted to add some great flavor. We're going to top it with some sliced green onions.
Oh, I don't know about you, but this is one hot bite. It's cheesy, it's creamy, you have your awesome potatoes in there. You can even add broccoli or anything like that. That would be a great strong veggie you could add to this. I chose not to do that today, and let's give this a taste. We want to make sure we get a little bit of everything. Chunky potatoes. That's so good. So if you notice in the recipe, I did not add any salt. I did add the red pepper. The red pepper adds that nice little heat in the background. If you like it a little bit saltier, feel free to add salt to that. Again, you just want to kind of do it to taste. But I'm going to say that's one hot bite. So once again, 225 calories, for one bowl of this. That's if you use the reduced fat cheese. If you don't use a reduced fat cheese, your calories are gonna almost double. So it's gonna be close. You're gonna wanna be careful with that depending on what you're looking for. If that doesn't matter to you and you want that high fat cheese, and you know, you're more than welcome to do so on that one. There are no rules here, but I wanna let you know I'm gonna be coming at you next week. You saw my sous vide pork bites that I did just last week, and we're gonna do a whole meal with a sous vide. So if you don't know what that is, make sure you check out that video and tune in next week, and I'm gonna show you an entire meal. We're gonna do cranberry salmon, we're gonna do asparagus, and I'm gonna make a cheesecake dessert, all sous vide style. So I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Love you guys.